What's on, guys? Jason by my channel. Tonight, I'll be doing a review for Monday Night Raw. So let's get to it then. Raw opens with the Raw roster on stage for a tribute to Hulk Hogan. And then after that, we come back from commercial break to Jey Uso making his way to the ring before Uso can do his encore eating. Paul Heyman comes out interrupting him. Heyman says he's out here to speak to Uso man to man from the heart. Heyman wants to speak about family, and Uso starts getting upset, and Heyman leaves the apron and gets back out to the entryway. Heyman tells Uso that he knows Uso loves his family, and Heyman tells him that family is always going to let him down and get him in trouble. He tells Uso that's a prophecy. Heyman gives an example saying how parents lie to their parents about Santa Claus. Heyman talks about Rikishi, Uso's family, pretending to be proud of him, but he's lying. He reminds Uso that Roman Reigns chose Solo Sikoa over Uso for next tribal chief, and that Reigns lied to Uso as well. Heyman tells Uso he's only telling him all this because he loves Uso like family, and then Uso says that family is why he is here, and tells Heyman to not talk about his family. Uso went on his own to see what he could do to prove himself to himself, but he's always about family. He asks Heyman where his actual family is, and that since Heyman walked into his family, things have all been effed up. Ozo says whatever happens to Heyman's guys is on Heyman, and does his encore eating. Alright, first match coming up, AJ Styles and the Kabuki Warriors, Asuka and Kairi Sane versus Judgment Day, Dominic Mysterio, Roxanne Perez, and Raquel Rodriguez. Rodriguez and Asuka start the bout. Asuka gets Rodriguez in a headlock and then kicks her. Asuka strikes and kicks Rodriguez and kicks her again. Excuse me, before tagging, saying Rodriguez is double teamed, and Sane covers for a quick 1 count, and Sane comes off the top rope, and Rodriguez catches her, tags Perez, and throws Perez onto Zayn. Perez slams down Zayn and bangs Zayn's head into the mat. Zayn takes Perez down with the head scissors and chops her in the corner. Zayn drop kicks Perez and goes to charge at Perez, and Mysterio saves Perez. Zayn rolls out of the ring, and Rodriguez kicks Zayn down. We cut a commercial break. Okay, back from commercial break. Zayn gets double teamed by Rodriguez, and Rodriguez places Zayn in an armbar submission hold, and Zayn breaks free. Zayn kicks Rodriguez and tries tagging out, but can't. Rodriguez clotheslines Zayn down and slams her down. Perez is tagged in, and she hits a Musa and covers for a near fall. Perez kicks Zayn, and Zayn fires back, spearing Perez to the mat. Rodriguez and Mysterio attack Asuka and Styles, not allowing Zayn to tag out. Zayn hits a star on Perez, and Perez attacks Rodriguez. Rodriguez tries to slam into Zayn in the corner and misses. Zayn tags Styles, and Styles throws Mysterio in the ring. Styles beats down Mysterio with forearms and slams him down to the mat. Styles tries for the phenomenal forearm, but Perez gets in the ring and shields him. Styles hits a pale kick on Mysterio, and then Styles throws Zayn onto Rodriguez outside the ring. In the ring, Styles hits a phenomenal forearm on Mysterio to get the win. So winners are the Kabuki Warriors and AJ Styles. Man, that was a close one. They almost lost. Then Dragon Room talked to Sheamus about backstage about choreography to her match to his match last week. Then Grayson Waller went to fight Sheamus, and then Sheamus accepts and stuff. And then the New Day were behind him for a good couple minutes, and then the New Day abandoned him. So yeah. So second match coming up is Sheamus versus Grayson Waller. Sheamus goes after Waller, who invades him, and then Waller attacks Sheamus. Sheamus overpowers Waller and chops him. Sheamus is hit and with a rolling flatliner, and Sheamus then hits Waller with a power slam. Sheamus gets Waller the Dublin smile. Waller slaps Sheamus and then runs him around the ring. Waller kicks Sheamus, and Sheamus chops Waller outside the ring. Sheamus hits a rolling senton outside the ring and then tosses Waller in the ring. Waller knees Sheamus as he tries to get in the ring, and then Sheamus is slammed into the ring post. Waller hits a tornado DDT on Sheamus on the apron in the ring. Sheamus kicks Waller and then hits Waller with 10 beats. Rusev comes out of nowhere and tries to attack Sheamus. Waller tries to roll up Sheamus, who kicks out and hits a bro kick on Waller and gets the win. So winner is Sheamus. At the match, Rusev beats up Sheamus and slaps him in the accolade. And then after that, Lara Valkyria walks backstage for a little promo coming up. Then Jack Murray talks to Naomi, and then Paul Heyman is backstage. Then we get to ringside. Lyra Valkyria makes her way out. Valkyria says that 1 week she'll be the first two-time women's IC champ, Intercontinental champ, or she'll lose. Valkyria says she knows Becky Lynch's plan and she knows what Lynch is capable of, but Lynch doesn't know what Valkyria is capable of. Becky Lynch's music hits, and Lynch tries to sneak attacks on Valkyria, but Valkyria knows Lynch's game and gets the upper hand and candlesticks Becky Lynch. Lynch runs away as Valkyria is about to hit Nightwing. They have a little interview, which is, a little tape interview with Corey Graves, Sami Zayn, talks to Karrion Kross, and then Karrion Kross comes out and stuff about, about truth and all that stuff. So, yeah. And then Jackie Ram is back with Bayley, all that stuff after her loss. Alright, so third match coming up is Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, Sammy Valkyria, and Nikki Bella team versus Naomi in the green ring game. Chelsea Green, Piper Niven, and Alba Fire. Alright, Naomi and Ripley start off, and Naomi starts with a boot, some strikes to Ripley. Naomi is clotheslined down, and Ripley slams Naomi down, and Naomi tags in, or Green. Bella is tagged in, and she takes down Green. Bella hits Green with a face buster, and then slams down Green. Bella hits a spine buster, and Green tags Fire. Fire kicks down Bella, and tags Niven, who splashes Bella, and covers her for a 2 count. We cut a commercial break, back for commercial break. Naomi has Bella on the mat. Bella punches out of the hole, and Naomi stops Bella from tagging. Bella is slapped in the corner by Naomi, and Bella fires back with a kick to Naomi. Bella and Naomi tag out. Sky takes out Fire and slams her to the mat. Sky stomps on Fire, and Green is tagged in. Sky is kicked down and covered for a near fall. Niven is tagged in, and Sky is squished in the corner. Naomi is tagged in, and she splashes on Sky and tags in Green. Green slams Sky into the corner, and Sky kicks Green. Naomi is tagged in and slams Sky's head into the mat. Naomi hits a leg drop and covers Sky for a 2 count. Fire is tagged in, and Fire connects with a swanton and covers Sky, but Bella and Valkyria breaks the pin. Ripley gets in the ring and kicks Naomi, but is then taken down by Niven. All hell breaks loose, and in the ring, Fire rolls up Sky, who kicks out, and Fire and Sky battle in the ring, and Fire is taken down with a flapjack. Green and Valkyria are tagged in. Valkyria hits a springboard crossbody on Green and kicks Fire and eats defeat on Niven. Valkyria headbutts Naomi and hits a double knee on all 4 of her opponent in each of the corners. Valkyria hits a back suplex on Green and then hits a devil's kiss on Green. Valkyria covers and Fire breaks the pin. Bella hits a Bella Buster on Fire, and Naomi grabs her belt and leaves ringside. Sky stops her and throws Naomi in the ring. Bella takes down Naomi, and Sky follows suit and takes out Naomi. Niven clotheslines Sky and Bella out of the ring and stands face to face with Rhea Ripley. Ripley hits a riptide on Niven, and Green comes in and slaps Ripley. Valkyria hits SVB on Green and gets the win. So winners are Stephanie Valkyria, Rhea Ripley, Io Sky, and Nikki Bella. Alright, Judgment Day were backstage and stuff. Then backstage, Io Sky tells Ripley she'll never beat Sky and all that stuff. Alright, so 4th match coming up, WWE World Tag Team Championship match. The Judgment Day, who are the champions. Finn Balor and JD McDonough versus LWO, Cruz del Toro and Joaquin Wild. Wild and Balor start off, and Wild is slammed to the mat. Wild flips out of an armbar, and then Wild smokes Balor and tags in Toro. Toro slaps Balor in the corner and gets launched out to the apron. Toro tries a sunset flip, but Balor rolls out and kicks him. McDonough is tagged in, and McDonough takes down Toro. Wild is tagged in, and Toro is tagged back so they can double team McDonough. Toro covers McDonough, and McDonough kicks out at 2. Balor is tagged in, and he kicks Toro in the corner. Tags are made back and forth, and Toro is assaulted and then covered by McDonough. McDonough clotheslines Toro in the corner and then kicks down Balor, and McDonough. The Judgment Day is sent out of the ring, and Wild flies out onto them, and we cut commercial break. Alright, we cut back for commercial break, and Wild is getting beaten by McDonough. Wild fights back, but Balor cheap shots him. While McDonough distracts the ref, McDonough gets knocked into Balor, and Wild tags Toro. Toro tags out McDonough, and with drop kicks and excuse me, I'm sorry, and then hits Hessers on McDonough. Toro kicks McDonough in the corner and kicks Balor off the apron. Toro hits coast to coast McDonough and coast to coast goes McDonough, I'm sorry, and covers McDonough for near fall. McDonough stuns Toro. And then Balor is tagged in while and Toro suplex McDonough in. Balor Wild and Toro suicide dive onto Balor and Madonna in the ring. Wild takes out Balor and Toro hits a Phoenix splash and covers Balor for a 2 count. El Grande Americano runs out, making Dragon Lee come out and battle him in the ring. Balor rolls up Toro, who kicks out. Toro drops a Balor with a boot. Toro kicks McDonough out of the ring, and another masked Lucha knocks Toro down, allowing Balor to hit Coup de Grace and gets the win. So winners and still W World Tag Team Champions, the Judgment Day. All right, I have a little segment with Gunther and stuff. All right, Gunther makes his way out to the ring, addresses his showdown with CM Punk at SummerSlam. Gunther says last week he had CM Punk's number as he rattled Punk last week and left him speechless. Gunther says he made CM Punk realize that Punk isn't the best, and he made Punk shut up. Punk's music hits, and he makes his way out to the ring. Punk says he's not speechless, but he's dumbfounded. He says after all this has dawned on him that being champion isn't what he wants, but what he needs. Punk says he understands even though he's sober because the WWE is his addiction. Punk says Gunther is right that he doesn't deserve to be called the best in the world because he's earned it. Punk compares their careers, and Gunther tells Punk to shut up, and Punk covers Gunther's mic and tells him he is a finish. He tells Gunther that Gunther is not on his level, and after SummerSlam he'll leave WWE champ. Alright, so main event coming up, Jey Uso versus Bronson Reed with Paul Heyman. Alright, Reed runs at Uso at the bell, but Uso ducks and strikes Reed. Uso gets Reed in the corner, and Uso punches out Reed. Uso hits a running hip attack on Reed and covers him for 2. Uso chops Reed in one of the of the ring and stuff, and tries to knock him off, but knocking off his feet, but can't. Reed knocks Uso down and sentons on Uso. Reed chokes Uso using the ropes, and the ref breaks it. So Reed stands on Uso using the ropes. Uso punches Reed, and Reed clobbers Uso, and then swings him into the corner. Uso kicks Reed and jumps onto Reed, who catches Uso and slams him down and cut commercial break. Back to Raw, Reed drops an elbow on Uso, and Heyman tells Reed to beat on Uso some more. Reed misses a senton, and Uso gets some punches in on Reed. Uso kicks Reed out of the ring, and Uso suicide dives onto Reed outside the ring. Braun Breaker runs out and spears Uso, calling for the bell. So winner by disqualification, Jey Uso. Alright, man. After the match, Breaker and Reed beat up Uso. Roman Reigns' music hits, and Reigns comes out and knocks Breaker out of the ring. Reigns tries to lift Reed, but can't. So he slams Reed into the ring post, and then helps up Uso. Uso super kicks Breaker, and Reigns hits a Superman punch on Reed. Uso and Reigns run at Breaker and Reed outside the ring, but Breaker and Reed take out Reigns and Uso outside the ring. Back in the ring, Reed holds Uso, allowing Breaker to hit a running spear on Uso. Reed then hits a tsunami on Uso. Breaker sees Reigns getting to his fight outside the ring, so Breaker jumps off the apron and crashes into Reigns, who slams to the announce desk. Reed and Breaker pose above Reigns and Uso, who just got their asses handed to them. Breaker lifts up Reigns and carries him into the ring and then gets Reed to tsunami on Reigns. Heyman gets on the apron and poses with Seth Rollins' Money in the Bank briefcase, while Reed poses and Breaker tells the crowd and camera crew that the WWE belongs to him, and then they toss Reigns out of the ring like garbage. The trio spaz out in the ring, and Breaker gets out of the ring and runs around it and spears Reigns and Uso through the barricades. Reed takes off Reigns' sneakers and says they belong to him now. Reed and Breaker get back in the ring and celebrate. Breaker poses and Reed kisses the shoes, and that's how the show ends. All that stuff. So yeah, that was a good show for the go home show for SummerSlam this coming weekend and stuff. So yeah, so 6 matches and both nights and stuff because last Friday they added the tag team titles for the ladder match and stuff. So that's gonna be very exciting. Can't wait for that. So yeah, so 6 matches and both nights. Oh man, it's gonna be a long night and stuff. So anyways, that was this for today's video. Hope you like it. Not wear stuff. So let's guys hit the button, leave a comment. Hey guys, don't leave any comments though. I don't care, guys. And that was it. I'll see you guys Wednesday night for AW Dynamite. Right? Laters.